Cross the room, see your eyes, watching me, charming lies, watch you squirm, see the need, time to go, time to leave.
Hello there, Starscream back for review, and this is one that I'm going to enjoy doing a lot. Occasionally you really like a character and you think, I really want to do a review of this one and have a good in-depth look at it. Now's my opportunity. And it's going to be all of them, but I'm only going to the characters of Generation 1. Okay, so we get started. It's Generation 1.
Ultra Magnus. Ultra Magnus.
Stop it! Stop it, alright?
Can't deal with that now. I'm your host, Ultra Magnus.
Ultra Magnus.
Ultra Magnus, yeah.
You're all doing it now, just stop it, please!
Never!
No, I think we're over the worst of it now, aren't we? Right. Let's take a look at Ultra Magnus. I'm going to go over them all the toys. I don't have the City Commander base thing that you attach to the Classics one, is it? But I'll get to that later. Let's talk about the character of Generation 1 at Ultra Magnus first, before we concentrate primarily on the toys. I'm only going to concentrate on the character of the Generation 1. I'm going to save all the others for their own review, but as a point of reference, I'm just going to show them all. Right. Introduced in the movie and voiced by Robert Stack. Can't really go wrong. Robert Stack's a cool guy, so he makes Ultra Magnus kind of cool too. Later on in the cartoons, he's voiced by the same actor who did Smokescreen. That's not a bad thing, because he did a very good, you know, impersonation of Robert Stack. So, well, I put it this way. When I saw the movie, then saw the show, I mean, granted I was a kid, I didn't actually know it was a different voice actor. Shows how much attention I was paying, doesn't it? Right. Now, as we know, he gets blasted to atoms by the sweeps, which is kind of funny because Optimus Prime dies of a few mortal wounds. They kick the shit out of this guy, don't they? And for some reason the Junkions, with all their stupidity and telewatching, managed to put him back together. But they couldn't help Prime. I mean, surely they'd have just said, well, that's okay, you know what, you fixed Ultra Magnus, we'll just go and get Optimus and you can do the same for him. Get us out of a sticky situation. Never mind. Now, Ultra Magnus is a very honourable fighter. I've probably said this before in other things about him, so much so that the Decepticons even respect him. I've mentioned this bit before in my old Ultra Magnus review, but I'm going to get rid of that because I think the audio's gone and I never finished it properly because I've run out of time. So this may go to 2 parts, but that can't be helped. Alright, there's a lot to say here. So, where was I? Yeah, he's blown up. I've lost my chain of thought now, haven't I? Yeah, get him out of a sticky situation by bringing back Optimus Prime. Never mind. As I was saying, he's an honourable fighter. The Decepticons even respect him. In one of the episodes, Galvatron's being rammed by Ultra Magnus, and Ultra Magnus just rides off. And Galvatron turns to him and says, "Come back, you coward!" And then he turns to the camera and goes, "But wait, he's not a coward. Decepticons abandoned the planet." So, yeah, and even Cyclonus has an element of respect for Ultra Magnus, so that's pretty good to earn some respect, isn't it, off a Decepticon, because they don't have a lot of respect for anything, as we know. Now, also, Ultra Magnus doesn't like to be in command. He likes to be one of the soldiers. He likes to take commands, not give them, and he likes to be out there in the front with his men. He doesn't like taking a slight back foot and watching it from a possible distance, because if he's the commanding officer, they naturally want to keep him behind the lines because he's commanding them, so he likes to get stuck in with it. Now, this goes to pay a lot more truth in the comics, because in the comics, he is actually spoken of as the most powerful Autobot since Optimus Prime. I mean, Rodimus Prime is still in command, but they have this respect for Ultra Magnus that he is more powerful than Rodimus Prime. He's a bigger, more accomplished fighter than Rodimus, which is pretty obvious, isn't it? Let's face it. And I didn't really get why they ever made Rodimus Prime the leader. I mean, why couldn't he have just stayed as the leader? Why did they have to go and ruin it? You've seen the size of the Rodimus Prime toy. When this was released, it was him against Galvatron. When I saw the 2 toys, I thought, that's good, they're both big toys, and you get Rodimus Prime. I don't get it, I really don't. But he has some excellent... If you've never read the UK comics, please do yourself a favour. I think it's the end of Target 2006, or in Space Pirates. What's the other one? I've got it down here, actually. To be honest with you, I was reading it today, to catch up on some backstory, and I put it away. That's good. Time Wars, yeah, all of them. Check them all out. If you've never read them and you want to see some great background character on Galvatron and Ultra Magnus, do yourself a favour. He has battle after battle with Galvatron, and they're quite violent. I thought they were brilliantly written, and it's got some of the nicest artistic work I've seen in the original Transformer comics. It's so... And I won't ramble on about it, but if you've never read them, do yourself a favour, right? I'm tending to prattle on today, sorry about that. Right, let's take a look at the toys now, shall we, before I bore. I wasn't going to say bore, I always say that, but I'm afraid I fell into my same trap I usually do. Right, okay, the reissue one. Stupid long weapons for some reason, and stupid short smokestacks. The reissue one had the ears painted silver with the face. There was a few of the original ones like that, but they were the pre-production ones. When it actually got into production, he just had a blue face, blue ears. I had that one. And he had plastic wheels. You notice I've got the repo labels, giving him a bit of white there, so it balances it off a bit better. Now, let's take out the little Prime at the back here for a moment. Just want to show you something. Now, this is the later one, and as I said, it was a pre-prototype one they released. And then they did a reissue, which is this one, and he's got his blue face back, and he's got a bit more detail on him. It's genuinely a better looking little white Magnus toy. Now, the original one, here, I've got with the proper length smokestacks, has not got the blue face, for some reason. Now, I don't know why they decided to paint it blue. He doesn't have quite the detail, and in all fairness, the other one's better, other than the stupid short smokestacks. And if you notice on the original Ultra Magnus trailer, it's got the shorter firing missiles. I don't know why they changed them. I mean, obviously I'd expect them to make them shorter because they're worried that kids are going to shoot their eyes out with them. So they made them longer. Alright, fine. Right, now as you know, there's been many Magnus toys. So let's take a look at some of the others, shall we? That's my favourite, personal favourite. Now here we go. This is Rid Ultra Magnus. He's not really anything like the Generation 1 Ultra Magnus, other than the fact is that he's blue and he goes into a truck transporter, which is rather nice. I like this toy, especially as I said, because it combines with Rid Optimus Prime, who I really like as a toy, and they make one of the greatest toys ever. Ultra Magnus as a Rid toy, on his own, isn't so impressive. He's got a problem with his legs being about 4 times longer than they should be, and his body being 3 times smaller. I'm not going to be overly critical of the toy. It's a nice toy. The head moulding, I'm not particularly impressed. I mean, you've got to use your imagination, that's Ultra Magnus, really. Other than the colour scheme, it really gives it away. But I kind of still like this toy. It's got a nice weight to it. It feels solid. And I love the transformation and the truck mode. And then it combines too. It's a great toy. For those of you who don't have it yet, get it. Get it now.